The police attacked the statement of the Saturday mothers in Galatasaray Square, where the police blockade continues despite the Constitutional Court's ruling on violation of rights. 13 people, including the Saturday mothers and human rights defenders, were detained in the square, which has been banned for 242 weeks without interruption. Tele1 editor-in-chief Merdan Yanardağ, who was charged with denigrating the state in accordance with Article 301 of the Turkish Criminal Code for his article titled "Mafiazation of the Order," was sentenced to 7 months and 15 days in prison by the Istanbul Second Criminal Court of First Instance. Diyarbakır Fifth Assize Court sentenced Ismail Çoban, managing editor of Azadiye Velat Daily, which was shut down with a statutory decree issued within the state of emergency in 2014, to 1 year, 6 months and 22 days in prison for making propaganda for a terrorist organization. Journalist Mehmet Güleş was sentenced to 1 year, 9 months and 25 days in prison for making propaganda for a terrorist organization in the retrial at the Elazığ Second Assize Court following the reversal decree of the Supreme Court of Appeals. An indictment was issued against actress Hazal Kaya, who posted a social media post in support of her colleague Ezgi Mola, who's on trial for insulting Musa Orhan, the specialist sergeant who raped 18-year-old İpek Erim Batman and drove her to suicide. The actress was charged with publicly insulting with an audio, written or visual message and faces a prison sentence of up to 2 years and 4 months. In the appeal of a citizen who was sentenced to a fine of 5,300 Turkish liras for insulting Nationalist Movement Party leader Bahçeli by calling him senile in a Facebook post, the 6th Criminal Chamber of the Ankara Regional Court of Appeal cited the jurisprudence of the European Court of Human Rights and ruled for acquittal, stating that the statement was within the scope of freedom of expression. Human Rights Association co-chair Eren Keskin was detained after a warrant was issued for her social media posts. Journalist Serdar Akinan was detained after reporting on the allegations of a man named Muhammed Yakut, who's been making various accusations against some politicians and business people in videos he's published in recent days. An investigation was launched against journalist Ahmet Kanbal for his news reports and social media posts on Lokman Görgün, who was killed in Mardin by being called a PKK member and whose family applied to the Human Rights Association on suspicion of extrajudicial execution. News about the book SS written by Cumhuriyet Daily writers Barış Pehlivan and Barış Terkoğlu, in which they revealed photos of Sadullah Alagöz, accused of sexually abusing a child with numerous state officials, was blocked by Ankara's Second Criminal Judicature of Peace upon the request of İsmail Ergüneş, Deputy Minister of Family and Social Services. News articles about Hilal Kaplan, Sabah Daily columnist and TRT Board of Directors member, were blocked from access by Istanbul's 6th Criminal Judicature of Peace. Within the scope of the decision, 22 social media content, including 13 news articles, were censored. In the investigation opened against 6 police officers on charges of misconduct in office and injury in relation to the youth who were detained and beaten after the Newroz celebration in Mardin's Nusaybin district in 2022, a decree of non-prosecution was issued on the grounds that the police officers could not be identified despite CCTV footage.